Start. This podcast is strictly for the grown and sexy. We talk about mature topics, use explicit language, and dive into some very adult situations with plenty of laughs along the way. Recommended for listeners 18 and older. Listener discretion is strongly advised. If you're still here, fluff those pillows. Let's get between the sheets.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Will you record a podcast with me?
Yes.
So, hi Tyler.
Hi, Shawn.
How's it going?
Good, you?
Good. I am very excited. It's a mini-sode. I was listening to Plot Twist Please the other day, and they said mini-sode, and I was like, oh my god, it's catching. I don't know if they listen to this podcast, but I was like, oh my god, that's a word I use.
I say it.
Anyway, we're doing a mini-sode. I don't have a cute name for it. I guess reviews by the reviewers.
Oh, gosh.
So, I haven't prepped Tyler at all because I'm mean.
Because I never prep you when I have the games.
I should have prepped you, but I didn't. So nobody's prepped except me. So basically, we're going to talk about everything under kind of the umbrella of reviews when it comes to books. However, the first thing, just to get to know Tyler a little bit in her world. Tyler, do you review books?
Yes.
She's like, obviously.
Yeah.
Just in case. This might be somebody's first episode. I just have to ask.
Yes.
Yes. Do you set reading goals?
I do.
You do? Yeah, what's your reading goal this year?
I only have it at 60. But I think I'm going to surpass that fairly quickly considering I'm at 50-something already. Or close to 50.
Yeah, somewhere around 50. You don't know off the top of your head, though? No. It's because I didn't prep her.
Yeah. Right now it's at 60 because I read over my reading goal last year, and I generally go like little increments up every year instead of big ones. I was like, let's do 60, but I think especially with this podcast, I think I'll be okay.
You didn't have the podcast before. So, and you set reading goals. Where do you track your personal reading goals?
Honestly, I've been doing Goodreads, and Bookmori is is what I like to track a little bit more just for personally, because I find I get more details on percentages and stuff like that with that one.
I like Bookmori a lot.
I have other accounts too, but I find I update those two the most. Unfortunately, Bookmori, can't have friends on though.
I know, it's like a double-edged sword. I really like it, but yeah, you can't have other people on it. It's just like a closed window system of just your stuff. Yeah. Which can be fun. Like, I can actually rate the books we read in here because nobody can see them. Okay, cool, sweet. So I also track mine. I'm a little more intense. I have 4 reading apps that I use personally, and I need to stop. I need to just pick 2. It's just so hard.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I want to know the stats from this one. But this one, I fell off the wagon with Fable again, though. Fable is just for the podcast for me. Like, I cannot stand
even then
the Fable app.
I've tried updating Fable with our review, and it's just not letting me. So I've kind of we have an account with them, but I haven't updated it since I was able to transfer our Goodreads stuff over.
I don't understand the hype with Fable. It feels like it's prettier than Goodreads, and you can do half stars, but I find it so not user-friendly.
Well, I even looked up, because I was like, clearly it's a bug. And so I looked up online. It's like, does Fable have a lot of bugs on its app? And it said, yes, but the creators or like the people that fixes the bugs are really good about doing it quickly, and a ton of people love it. And I was like, I feel like if it's that buggy, maybe you should get your shit together.
Sponsored by Fable. Just kidding. JK, we're not sponsored by anyone. If you want to sponsor us, let me know. But
why wouldn't you wanna?
PlotTwistedSpicy@gmail.com. Anyway, not how often. Do you always leave reviews after you finish a book? Are you a reviewer? personally?
I generally like leaving reviews after books. Lately, I've kind of been falling off the wagon, and I try not to if it's our podcast book. Mm-hmm. And I think because I'm doing that I'm forgetting to actually review other books. So I need to actually go back on Goodreads just to do an update on all of them.
I think that's all a lie. You never leave reviews. I look at your Goodreads.
I started doing more typing reviews within the last year or so, but I never used to actually write anything.
But you did do video reviews.
Yes.
Right? So Tyler has her own TikTok where she does, it's just on TikTok, right?
Yeah, just on TikTok.
Where you talk about books.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about it. Isn't that like your catchphrase?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it a lot. They're really good.
Maybe I might be back in September. We'll see.
It's too bad you can't just like pull the transcript and just upload that.
Right?
There's my review.
Here you go.
You can post the link in your Goodreads, I guess.
Yeah.
Directly to your TikTok. You want to know how I feel? Click the link.
Here you go.
Like and follow for more. What usually prevents you from leaving a review?
I don't think anything actually comes out of my way from, like, that really gets in my way. Again, the only thing that I stop myself from leaving reviews is our podcast stuff, but I don't really, if I don't like it, I'll just say it. Like, that's not as big of a deal to me because there's so many other reviews on a lot of the books that I read anyway, that it's like, they're probably saying worse stuff than I ever would, and even then I don't...
Worse. I was like, everything I read is trash.
Not what I'm trying to say, but like, usually people are worried about like, oh, what would people think about me reading this or something like that. And I think I had that issue before, but since I actually started typing up reviews, or when I did, it wasn't as like
not that bad.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel conflicted when writing a review?
I think for me, it might be if I finish a book and I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about it. Mm-hmm. And so I need more time. And that's usually when I'm like, okay, I'm not sure if I'm ready to write that yet.
I feel like as soon as I finish my book, that's like the most raw I feel about it. And so like for me, I'm like, this is my rating right now. I'm gonna rate it right now because that's how I feel. And this is the raw emotions. But like later I could like have my opinions swayed. Yeah. And, like, sit and talk about it. And I'm like, 5 stars, best book of my life, so good. And someone's like, really? Did you like this? I go, maybe it's a 4.5.
Maybe I was blinded.
Maybe I was in my own little bubble, and you've changed me, sir or madam. Damn it. Do you think reviews in general help other readers pick books? Like, what do you feel about that?
I think it does, because I've done that before where... generally, if I find books on TikTok or anything like that, I find vibes. And not so much, I don't necessarily find them through other people's reviews. It's like, oh, if you like this, then read this. Or like, here's the book, and here's like, almost like a collage of like all the elements from like the book. And I was like, oh, that's interesting, but I don't necessarily know what it's about. So then if I go on Goodreads and have a look at other people's reviews, I'm like, oh, okay. Also, for a book club sometimes, if there's a book that says it's spicy, I'll go on the Goodreads and see if anyone actually talks about it. Like, talks about the spice on whether it's actually spicy or not, because I've read too many books where it says it has spice or it doesn't have spice, and then it turns out it either said it had a lot of spice and it turned out to be basically closed door the entire time, or it says it doesn't have any, and then I'm just kind of like, well, you said it didn't have any. I'm reading it right now.
There's so much. That's always comes to mind as ACOTAR for me, which you haven't read, but like everyone calls that fairy porn, and it's like, sorry, the universe that believes that, and it's not. It is not fairy porn. And if you listen to this podcast, believe me, we know what smut is.
Boy, do we ever.
So I'm telling you right now, ACOTAR is not fairy porn.
Yeah.
If you need fairy porn, send me a DM. We'll talk. But it's not ACOTAR.
We'll figure it out.
So in your deep diving, so primarily you're looking on Goodreads. You're not checking other places, really? Like, you don't go to Amazon or like YouTube deep dives or anything like that?
Generally, I don't really go on YouTube deep dives or anything like that. Sometimes if I'm looking for a particular vibe and it does come up on TikTok, Tip Top
Taylor.
that one, TikTok, then, and if it happens to show up, then I'll watch it, but not necessarily doing deep searches, because I do want to make an opinion for myself too, and everyone's opinions are very different, so that's why I try to go through like a general Goodreads, because I'm like, okay, this person says this person said that, this person said that, okay.
3 strangers think these 3 different things. I'm in. Let's go. Check. Do you think that, like, on Goodreads, is there anything that would make you not believe reviews or find them less trustworthy?
On Goodreads?
Yeah. I'll give you my example if that helps.
Yes.
So, like, if I'm really interested in reading a book and I go on Goodreads and there's like 20 reviews and they're all 5-star, I go, friends and family? Paid. Like, it's like very few reviews, but they're all really good. I'm like, how?
I guess that's fair.
So, like, for me, the number of reviews correlates massively with the overall star rating on Goodreads.
Yes.
And I think it needs, like, a lot for that overall rating to make sense to me. Because you really need, like, different people from all over.
Minimum 500.
I would think, like, honestly, yeah. Like, that's a good average. Because then, because that number is an average of all of those ratings, right? And I know that, like, a lot of indie authors and stuff get ARC readers and things. And I personally think, like, do those ARC readers feel obligated to rate highly? And if you're reading a new release book, it's out there that if you're an ARC reader, a lot of people will ask you to leave your review within 2 weeks of the release date.
Okay.
But if you didn't like the book, to wait 2 weeks.
You and I have talked about this before, where it's like, if you don't have a good review, they either want you to wait to release your review or not to review it at all.
Yeah.
I do remember that, and that's so shisty.
And as a person who is writing 2 different novels, if I ask you to read my book, even if I'm giving you it for free, I think that you should review it when you're done it.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't have to wait longer because you didn't like it. Personally, if I'm living in a perfect world and I write a book and I go, Tyler, read this book and write a review. If you hated it, I'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
I would. I'm okay being ripped apart. Like, other people maybe not. But, like, if somebody, like, really didn't like my book and I asked them to be an ARC reader and, like, my genre was, like, right up their alley and they genuinely hated it, I'd be like, I would open that email and go,
well, also,
wow.
Also, everyone has such different tastes. Not everyone is going to like the same thing. So it would just make sense to have reviews that aren't as happy about a book, because not everyone's going to like the same thing.
But do you feel like that's, like, lying? Or do you think...
I think it's lying if you're telling people not to leave a review or to wait on the review.
I think so, too. Like, I feel like it's not all...
That's not okay.
Because from the author's perspective, I guess they're saying, like, just wait so that I can sell more copies. Like...
But even...
Like, why else? You know what I mean?
How is someone going to have a full-rounded opinion if it's only one-sided?
Yeah. If you're looking for other opinions, right?
Yeah.
Like, if I go to your book and it launched yesterday and there's 500 reviews, that makes me go, okay, there's probably a well-rounded amount of people. But if there's 100 reviews and they're all really good, I don't know if, like, knowing this about ARC readers, I don't know to trust it. Because it's like, are you waiting that, like, why not just have everybody drop their review and have an honest overall average?
Yeah, I don't like that. And
Right?
And I just really hope that it's not a lot of authors that do it, but it's probably more than we think.
Every single ARC email I get has it.
Really?
Yeah, every single ARC email I have that I've received has the, like, little stipulation at the end, and it's never written in a mean way. And I don't know if the author would maybe come at you if they caught you doing it. Like, I think they want your review. I think they're nervous that they are not going to make sales if they have bad reviews. However, honesty is going to make your reviews better and more well-rounded, because not everyone's going to like there are people who rate ACOTAR 1-star. There's people who don't like Stephen King and read his books and hate them. And I'm pretty sure I read a 1-star review where somebody wrote, like, Stephen King is a terrible writer.
Yes.
Like,
it happens all the time.
It's a thing.
And I still like it.
Yeah, which is why I think like the number of reviews versus like that is important, because now when there's a new release, especially from indie authors, I don't really believe it. And now you won't, because I've ruined it for you.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
I wish that wasn't a thing, and I kind of wish that there was a rule around that where you're not allowed to do something like that. Like, I'm surprised that's not...
People seem to... Like, maybe it'd be better to ask an author, because, like, I am not a published author, and both of my things aren't done.
Yeah.
So, like, I maybe have to bring that up in maybe in another author interview when we do that with the next author, because it's... Like, I empathize. You want to sell your book. That's so valid. But the entire point to me of reviews is to have varying opinions across many people.
Yeah.
That would be like a hotel being like, oh, actually, this did happen to me at an Airbnb. They asked me not to leave a review if it wasn't 5 stars. And I was like, what? And they weren't, by the way, they were 1 star. They were bad. They were not a good, they were in a dungeon. There was no Wi-Fi, and they came down and yelled at us like 9 p.m. to keep it down when we were watching a stand-up comedy show on a laptop speaker. Like, it was so quiet.
Oh my God.
And I was like, our baby's asleep, so like we're not partying. Like, it was, I mean, like, wild. Anyway, I'm getting off track.
It's wild.
Yeah. So that's kind of like, I mean, I've done less ARC reading in the last few months because of our podcast and reading our own books and getting to choose what we read.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't come on here and lie about how we feel about a book.
No. If anything, there's it's happened to us before where we have initial opinion after first reading it, and then after talking, we're like, you know what? I didn't see that perspective. Mm-hmm. And you're just kind of like, huh, that's something to think about. And like, I see stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I think that's perfectly fine, and that's perfectly normal, because there's like, you're having conversations and seeing other people's perspective and being like, maybe this is like something to think about. And I think that's also part of the reason why there needs to be full rounded reviews.
So have you ever gone back and changed your review number?
I don't know.
I haven't. Like, the only time I've ever changed a review is a reread. Like, if I've reread it and felt like a higher rating or lower, I've changed it then. But after talking to you, I haven't gone back and changed my ratings on anything. Mm-hmm. I leave my like instinctual rating, and then I don't adjust it.
I don't think I have. But also, like, I'm reading Tourist Season, and I just didn't rate it because, like I said, I was going through like a reading slump at the time, and after rereading it, I will be rating it. So that's probably the closest I've ever actually been.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like you and I review what was the book last? Bound by Produce.
Yeah.
And you rated it like 4 or something.
Yeah.
And then we talk about it, but you decide it's a 3. You don't go back and change it. No, neither do I.
If it's already up there, it's up there. That's it.
I just go with my that without outside opinion. That was what I rated it, and I think that's what it is on like online. So especially if my opinion goes lower, I leave it because I was like, nah, I liked it.
Yeah.
Originally, so I don't do that. But I find it very interesting. We know authors, and we are reading like small town indie author stuff. Like the Harmony Glen series is by smaller authors, and I still think we are like as transparent on our opinions of it as humanly possible.
Yeah.
If anyone in the Harmony Glen series wants to give me free books, you just let me know. Just let me know. Just send them my way. Yeah, so that's kind of what I was thinking, because I didn't know you didn't know that, but you don't ARC read, so...
No, I don't. Not even a little bit.
You wouldn't know that. There you go. What is your favorite feature on your tracking apps? Do you have any? I guess between Bookmore and Goodreads, because you say you use those the most. I
like looking at, like, the percentages and stuff. Like, if I'm on, like, my favorite is when I'm fully on top of it, and I actually update it every single day.
How do you do that?
And just...
Every day? Do you have, like, an alarm?
I do. Generally, I would try to do it before going to bed, so every night.
I always forget.
So it will be like, because generally I start reading from like 9 to 10 p.m. Mm-hmm. And then after the 10 p.m., as soon as I put the book down, I pick up my phone. And that's how I would always do it. I've been, like I said, I've kind of been slacking a little bit lately, but that's always been my favorite is right before I go to bed at the end of each night, go on to Goodreads and update it, and just like seeing the day-to-day percentage going up, and I'm like, oh, this is so nice.
Oh, I want to do that. I don't know why I can't stick to it. I just never update my progress. I just go, okay, I'm all done. It goes from 0 to complete.
Yeah.
Like, I did it.
But yeah, I like doing that, especially when I'm reading consistently and tracking it consistently. I like seeing, oh, on this day I
think that would be very satisfying.
I read like 12%. This time I read 2. One time I read 25. Like, it's just, I like seeing
right
those
before you
stats.
go to sleep. So with 2 apps, you find that really manageable. I don't think I do it with 4 anymore. It's too many. I gotta pick 2.
Yeah, and I like it best to track with Bookmori if you are looking at those stats. You see a good general stat with Goodreads, but I like going on Bookmori to do it because also you can track it with like, oh, I read this on my Kindle, and you can either go by pages or percentage. Oh, I read this through audiobook, and you can go by percent. And just being able to like see that.
Man, don't sleep on Bookmori. It's my favorite one.
Yeah. Again,
if it had friends, I would be the only one I use.
Yeah, I would only use that one if you could have friends on it. But even with the paid version, you can't do it.
No,
right?
there's no version where you get. I had the paid version for a while.
Yeah, because I knew you accidentally paid for it.
Sure
so
did. That's gone now. I keep getting ads now being like, "Would you like to re-upgrade?" I was like, "I didn't mean to do it the first time."
It keeps asking me to upgrade, and they're just kind of like, "You won't have any ads," and I was like, "No," and then it gives me an ad, and I was like,
"The ads aren't even that bad, honestly."
Yeah.
I like for me, it's the calendar on Bookmori. I love seeing my little book calendar of the days I finished the books.
Yeah.
And when we do our like wrap up episodes, it's the first thing I pull open to see to write them in order of how I finished them.
Okay.
I just pull the little calendar up and I go, "Oh yeah."
Design.
I love seeing that little count, and I always post it on my Instagram because I just think you can do different colors, you can do different backgrounds, you can export it in different sizes.
You know, I haven't been keeping up with the actual calendar itself. It's something I should look at because I do like it when you post it. I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Hey, I like it. You can adjust it too. You can have it so that it shows your cover on your start date and your finish date, so you can like see how many days it took you to read it. I think that's a little busy. Like having the same cover on a bunch of different days. I just like seeing the days I finished it.
Yeah, I just have it up as day started, day finished.
I just have day finished.
Oh, okay.
I even got rid of day started. I have it when I started it because I always try to mark the day I started the book actually in the apps.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the in-between I'm messing up. I like the day I start the book, I'm like, I started harvest season, and I've tracked none of my progress.
But no, that's my favorite part is tracking the day-to-day.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because that's why I always like doing, when I did TikTok more, posting like what I read in a week, because then I would post all the different like either pages or percentage and stuff like that of what I did, because I was like, oh, I find this I like watching that and I find it interesting, so I always like doing it.
Yeah, I like seeing that stuff too. And when I'm on Goodreads, because you're not on Bookmori, I like seeing that other people have updated their progress. Yeah. Especially when people are reading a book I want them to read. I'm like, yes. Like one of the girls I do her nails, her name is Sam. She's reading Starside right now. And I'm like, yes.
I saw that you liked it.
Tell me more. Did you like? I'm doing her nails tomorrow, and I'm like, tell me what you think. So she's the one that's making me read Crescent City.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm kind of like,
I like it here.
Really bored of right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But it might be a mood thing.
Could be.
I'm living in a bit of a cozy read world right now. I just burned through a book called The Garden, like less than 24 hours. So I think I just like am really enjoying a cozy read in this high fantasy world that's like jumping between dimensions. I'm just like getting whiplash, getting fairy whiplash.
Yeah, I get that.
How important are recommendations from friends compared to app recommendations?
I think I prefer more friends just because I think I would trust you guys more because you would know me and what I like to be able to.
It's a lot of responsibility.
I trust your guys' vibes more, and also if I didn't like it, I trust you guys to be like, okay, yeah, you didn't like the recommendation.
Yeah, no, I'm devastated.
But like, because you know me and you know what I like to read, and like we're in book clubs and all that kind of stuff, I would trust my friends over strangers, because again, you don't know the strangers, and you could be like, oh, this person says it's really great, and then you guys don't actually like any of the same books, kind of thing, right?
Which is basically like TikTok, right? Yeah. Like all these books get overhyped, and then they're huge on TikTok, and then I see all these like people going, I don't understand.
I don't understand.
That book was not good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I didn't like it either, friend. What up?
Credence.
Yeah, I'll say it right now. For those of you out there that read Credence and loved it, we are different people.
We couldn't put the book down, but I was
really like, yeah, like I don't think I probably would have DNF'd that book if it hadn't have been our like first book club book.
I know.
Like,
well, we picked it because we're like, so many people love this book, and then we read and we're like, oh.
Did you know like a new like special edition soft cover came out?
Fuck off.
Sprayed edges, like a gray cover with woods. Credence, it's like got woods. I think we should buy it for Stephanie. Just because it looks like something she'd like, but she did not like it.
Happy April Fool's Day, here's a book.
It has trees all over it. We thought of you. And for those of you that don't know, our entire book club read this book. So at the time, I think there were 6 of us, and no one liked it. We all came to book club, and we were like, what was this piece of garbage? Sorry to the author of Credence. Obviously, you are a phenomenon, and people like you, but we didn't.
The writing itself was good and everything like that. I thought it was fine. I did not like the story.
No, I just didn't. Yeah, I didn't like their story. I didn't like the way the characters interacted. I had to really. At one point, I remember going, I either have to lean in and find something I like, or I'm not going to get through this.
Yeah.
And then that's when I like dug my heels in on the mute guy. I was like, all right, I like him because he's the most messed up. So. Yeah. I went full dark. I was like, I'm gonna like the worst one, and that's it. Anyway, and then they have a baby. So spoiler alert.
Zoinks.
I did that late. Sorry guys, but don't read Credence. Read Credence.
You don't need to.
No, you really don't. If you could add one feature to your favorite book tracking app, what would it be? I feel like we both have an answer to this.
The 0.5 stars
on Goodreads.
Yeah. I wish they had 0.5 stars. Yeah, even 0.25 stars would be
also really helpful.
Be really helpful, but I know that's asking for too much because they just put in a DNF shelf recently. Like,
I don't even use the shelves. I would blend Pagebound, Bookmori, and Goodreads together to make one super app. Because I actually really like Pagebound, and you can add friends on it, and it's really cute. Mm-hmm. To me, it's like the better Fable. Sorry again. But I wish, like, for me, I'd add friends to Bookmori.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, bye, Goodreads. See you later. Bookmori has friends now. We're good.
Come on,
I've got everything I need.
Bookmori, you need to update your app so you can have friends.
Yeah. Have you used Storygraph?
I had it for a while there. I have an account on it, and I started using it, and then I just stopped.
That's the one that, like, the most, like, all the analytical readers really like, I find. Like, it's got all the stats.
It has a lot of stats, and that's why I wanted to get it, and then I just found I just didn't update it as much. I just kept forgetting to update it, and then I was like, screw it.
I have them all in a row on, like, one. Like, I have the reading screen on my phone. That's, like, all my reading apps, all of the rating apps, all of the whatever. And so they're all in a row along the top, and I just go one, then the other, then the other, then the other. Which is why I think I need to chill out and just not use the 4 apps.
Maybe not.
I just don't know. I can cut Storygraph for sure, but I'm never going to cut Goodreads.
No.
And then I really like Pagebound. Like, Pagebound would be the one I'd probably have to cut because I'm not cutting Bookmori either. So there you go. So I either have to cut Pagebound or have 3.
I mean, you could just have 3.
This is Sophie's choice, Tyler.
If you just cut the one and then see how life is after that.
I suppose so. Does anyone out there use Pagebound? I really like it.
I think it's cute. I have it.
It is cute. Fine. This is a statement, but I want your opinion on it. She's so nervous. Ratings can do more harm than good.
I think it depends. It shouldn't. I think it also depends on like who's doing the ratings and whether they're being truthful and stuff like that. I think
that's a whole other thing we're going to talk about.
Because that does harm. But I think generally giving ratings are just supposed to be, like, for the average person, it's just supposed to be a fun thing. And I feel like people do take it way too seriously, especially if they don't agree with your rating. Mm-hmm. And so for me, it's not a big deal. But for somebody else who takes it way too seriously, I think it could be, but it shouldn't be.
Yeah, I agree.
I think people are just kind of like, you said this was a 4-star read, but it's really a 2. And like, you're wrong. I don't trust anything you say, kind of thing. And I'm just kind of like,
it's subjective.
Everyone has different opinions. And if somebody, like, there have been times where, like, even just for like books that we've read together, whether it was on the podcast or at book club and stuff like that, that we've both read, that we would have different ratings. And I'm not like, you're wrong.
Well, like, in the moment, I'm like, you're wrong, but it's for fun. Like,
we do funny you're wrongs, but like there are people that,
it's not to hurt your feelings.
There are people that are very like cutthroat and being like, if you don't agree with me, your rating is trash. And I see that being a detriment to like the book.
Almost like cyberbullying, I guess, right?
Yeah. To like the book community. Yeah. Just, again, it's supposed to be fun and lighthearted, and everyone has different opinions. So it should not be a big deal. Mm-hmm. Ratings, it should just be like, oh, that's cool, this one has a lot of ratings, and you get to see who rated what, and it's just for funsies. But it's the people that just take it too far, that's what makes it
crappy
for
sure.
And so I don't think it should, but I can see why it is. Because
do you think it affects the author, or do you think most authors are just like not even looking? I'll always be looking, guys.
Yeah.
Even if I have like 1 billion followers someday, you all buy my books, I'll be looking. I think there's definitely probably a lot of authors that will always check, because whether it's they want to know their stats, or like if there's something that they find that they want to, like, maybe it's something that they didn't notice before that somebody brought up in like ratings and reviews, that they're like, oh, like this is something to change about, like feedback.
Yeah, just all the feedback. So it would make sense for you to continuously be checking your ratings and reviews just so that you know. But I'm sure there are just some authors that are just kind of like, get that away from me.
Yeah, they don't look. I know a couple people that just don't look because they know it'll affect their mental health.
Yeah, and I think that's fair. It's like when famous people or influencers are like, I don't look at the comments anymore.
I think that, so in the world that we're in, to have an opinion is almost like an act of rebellion on some platforms, because so many people want to walk the line of like red tape, and they don't want to have a red flag accidentally come through, especially if it's not their true opinion, or they didn't know, or they were uneducated. People are embarrassed to not be educated as well, and that can like lead to like a lot of panic. And so people would rather just say nothing or stay really neutral. I don't have that problem, but I can see how that would be a difficult thing to combat or deal with. And then like you throw that into your, like, say you're an author, essentially you're like, it's really hard to write a book. Yeah. And then have people tearing it apart. Yeah. Like that would be devastating. Is it harmful? I think that when you put something into the world, you have to be okay with receiving that. Yeah. Like you kind of have to, like, I don't know, like you have to be ready for that kind of, like, so people aren't going to like it. Yeah.
And again, that goes with the whole, everyone is gonna read whatever you write, and there are gonna be people that love it and people that don't like it at all. Mm-hmm. And it's all about having that whole encompassing like group of people that are able to have the different opinions. There are definitely people that like leave reviews and they do say stuff that are just like straight up mean. Yeah. And I'm like,
also, if you're leaving a review, leave a review. Don't attack somebody.
Yeah. And that shit I'm not okay with. And that's, I think, more so what people like authors and like anybody that has any form of following is worried about, is just being ripped apart and not like for the content what it is.
Yeah, if you're going on to write a review and you say like this book was garbage and the writer is a horrible human being for doing that, no, that is not what you're supposed to be doing. The person that wrote it is not what you are attacking. Absolutely not. That is just malicious, I think. It's not necessary. You're reviewing a book, not a person. Yeah. And
that
it's not the roast of that author. Like, just
I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
I think again, it's supposed to be fun and lighthearted, and it's supposed to be a fun space to share your opinion and be like, hey, this is why I liked it, or hey, this is what I didn't like, and this is what could be worked on, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's just supposed to be fun and like making people aware like of all the different opinions on whether, and have people find out whether they want to read the book or not. And again, I don't think it shouldn't be harmful, but I can see why people would be upset by it.
Do you think people take more stock in the star rating or the written part of the review?
There are I feel sometimes that a lot of people see a star rating and don't actually look at what's written, and they just base things off of the star. And especially and again, that goes with if they have a different opinion other than the star rating and don't read the review, then that's when I find people go off. And I feel like you need to have be able to see the whole thing. If you see a star and there's a written part, you need to be able to do that too. But I think a lot of people focus on the star and not so much what's written.
Do you think more people are leaving just stars and not writing anything? Or do you think it's kind of like a 50 split? Do you think?
From what I've seen, I see a lot of people that just do stars and don't write anything. There is a big group of people that do both, but there are definitely a lot of people that do just stars and don't write a thing.
Do you take those reviews seriously though, if you just see a star rating and nothing written?
I just more so just kind of okay, something to make note, but I don't I'm not going to remember this one person that wrote a star review. I'm going to remember the person that wrote
the
actual blurb and stuff like that.
I would agree. I think if I went into Goodreads and I saw a book had all these reviews, but there was a bunch that were just a bunch of random stars and then written ones, I'd go to the written ones.
Yeah.
Especially if say the average star rating of the whole book was in the 3s, which is the medium kind of realm.
Yeah.
I would be looking for the written ones. And then I'd find it very interesting if a lot of the unwritten ones were the lower ratings. What didn't you like?
Right?
Right? Wait, why? Why no ratings? Tell me more.
Why no white?
Why no right? Okay, only finished books should be rated.
Oh no, I think if somebody DNFs something, I think they're okay to be, as long as they write, hey, I didn't finish this and this is why.
That would be a great feature. I think reading apps should have the DNF rating section. I don't think it should be part of the it's almost it needs how many, overall star rating is 3 point blah, blah, blah. Of 1,000 reviews, 100 were DNFs. It would be cool to see that.
Yeah, that would be neat.
That would be really cool.
That would be cool.
Notes, people.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say I think it's okay if somebody reviews something that they didn't finish, as long as they made it apparent that they didn't finish
I
it.
like when I see a review that's DNF'd at page whatever.
Yeah, or DNF'd at 45%, or I do see that, and I do appreciate seeing that on Goodreads, because I do see that on book reviews whenever I've gone looking.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think it's okay for you to write review because, again, this is your prerogative. And also, if you didn't finish, as long as you made apparent, hey, I didn't finish this book, I stopped it at this time, these are my reasons why.
Do you think there should be at least, should they read at least 10%? Or do you think, they can just DNF at, page 1 and leave a review? Is there a line?
Okay. I feel you need to try to give it a shot. If you just read one page and you said, nah, I'm not going to read this, you didn't really read the book or try. I don't know. I think
it's a hard one.
If you stop at page 1,
page 8, page 20, when does it feel like they can start?
I think it also depends how long the book is.
Let's just say, let's go in percentage then. 5%, 10%. Of the total book, where does the DNF rating start? Because I've seen people who've DNF'd at like 5% and was like, cannot get through this. It's awful. I've never seen a DNF where they're like, maybe like the save for, I never see a lot of save for laters. Like, stopped at 10% because I just don't have the mental space for it. I don't see those reviews.
Yeah.
So.
That's a good question. I guess if you didn't finish the book, you can rate it at whatever point you want. But if you were on the first page and like, I'm not going to read this, I'd be like, eh.
Just keep in mind, it does affect the entire star rating.
Yeah.
Even though
I'm
the
like,
review
you could
says they DNF'd it.
Yeah, I'd be like, you can let that go then.
So at what point does it become a realistic thing to put in there then? She doesn't like this question.
I just don't know.
Yeah, it's tough. I would say like 30%.
Because I'm also not really a DNFer, so.
I know you're not. I would say like you've given it the old college try if you've gotten a third of the way through the book or like 100 pages.
Yeah. I think you need to give her a try before 25%.
Yeah, like I think a quarter of the book's reasonable.
Yep. I would say yeah. If you got to 25%.
What are you learning in 10% of the book? You know what I mean?
But that's why I'm like, when you said page 1, I'd be like, no.
That's not, it's nothing.
Yeah. So I would say, yeah. Once you get to 25% of the book, if you're really having a hard go and you don't want to finish it and you want to write a review on it, fuck it.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Okay, yeah. So I think I would agree. A quarter of the way through a book and you don't like it, you're pretty much formulating an opinion.
Yeah.
There are, of course, exceptions to that rule. Like, there are some books, Crescent City, for example, where there's a lot of world building. And if you hate world building, you have to get through that to get the plot of those types of books. But outside of those kinds of small exceptions, I would say an average of, like, getting 25% into a book and not liking it's probably enough.
Yeah.
Especially if you read contemporary. Anyway. Do you feel that readers are too generous with 5-star ratings, or that 5-star ratings have almost no meaning anymore?
I say this as someone that barely ever rates anything a 5-star.
Because you put a lot into it being a 5-star? Like a 5-star read is like...
Yeah. For me, like 5 stars are like, I would read this again. Like, I would buy multiple of this copy. Like...
Yeah.
Like... But also, like, I'm a silly bitch that rates most of my Stephen King's 5 stars because I love them so much.
But you love them.
Yeah, I love them. But I feel like 5 stars for what I see online is very common, and I don't know how. But again, reading is subjective. But I don't understand.
Go on. Sorry. That was amazing. Oh my god, I love you. Yep.
But sometimes I do think that some people throw out 5 stars a little more willy-nilly.
Yeah, I think that, and I feel like sometimes the 5 stars are lies.
It sometimes feels like it. Just because, like, I follow somebody on Goodreads and the majority of their books are 5 stars.
And so here's the other thing. I was at a book market and somebody brought this up. They rate everything 5 stars regardless of how they feel. So they're lying in the opposite direction.
Why?
Because they don't want the authors to get hit with a lower star rating.
But then it's not accurate.
Correct. It's a lie. A good lie is still a lie. See what I mean?
You're not helping people's feelings here. You're boosting egos that maybe shouldn't be boosted if you're rating everything 5 stars.
Honestly, yeah. You're also just like creating false advertising almost, like.
But because that's the thing, a lot of people will be like, oh man, this has so many 5 stars. And if a lot of people do it that way, then it's just like, well, whoops.
Yeah.
And again, that goes with the whole ARC readers that can only rate 5 stars or like 4 and up. Otherwise, you don't rate it at all. And then if you read a book and always rate it 5 stars because you don't want the author to get a ding, which sounds like a nice, noble thing, but it's actually really annoying because if you're somebody genuinely looking for a damn book,
It's
and you're looking
annoying.
at the rating, and you're just kind of like, well, this was rated very high, and now you have to second guess yourself, is this real?
Yeah, honestly, that's where we're at.
I'm so annoyed.
Me too, hence the episode. Because I have deep feelings, and I've had this conversation with people, and some of these people were authors, and they're like, everyone should just rate it because reading is subjective. And I'm like, yeah, exactly why everyone should rate differently, because reading's subjective.
But are they doing that because they hope somebody would do that for them?
Probably, but that's still not a good reason. I don't want you to rate something I wrote well just because you like me and know me as a person. That would make me feel very lied to.
Yeah. Also I wonder if like some people do that because they're like, oh well, if I wrote a book, I would want someone to do that for me, and that also seems very selfish.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's not the right reason for writing a review. I get, again, it's not that deep. Reviews are supposed to be this thing that we did.
It's supposed to be fun, lighthearted, and also be informational for somebody that doesn't know much about the book and wants to try to figure out whether they want to read it or not. If you just put 5 stars willy-nilly or put 1 star willy-nilly, it's not accurate, and that is kind of, if the majority of people do that, then it is detrimental to ratings.
Well, the ratings don't matter at all anymore. What's the point of, so it feels like there's no point in even having a rating system, because if everybody's not rating true to how they see it, then you don't get that pool of different people and opinions. You just get fake 1 stars and fake 5 stars, and then nothing in the middle. Oh, she's so annoyed. It's not everybody, Tyler. We rate honestly.
This is just supposed to be a fun thing, and people either take it way too seriously or they just don't give a shit, and so they're not doing it properly, and then it's not fun anymore.
And this is why Monica Geller is my favorite character on Friends, because she takes the rules seriously. I completely agree. And this is why I always rate honestly regardless. And I've known authors, and I've worked with people, and it's not everybody, but like I've had that conversation where they're like, I rate everything 5 because like I just don't want their ratings to be ruined. And I'm like, but then you're lying. Unless you loved them. Like, why would you? To me, that's a disservice to the author. They don't get to grow as an author in that way. Like, look, I've read some hilarious 1-star reviews. I personally actually love them. I don't take them personally. I don't think I would as a writer either. I think they're very funny. Sometimes somebody closes a book and hated it so much, they need to vent. And that is, they go to their 1 star and they write it, whatever. That is their right. At least they're being honest. Don't attack the author. Attack the writing. Like, you don't like the book, just to be clear. In the opposite flip side, if you loved the book, you should write about it and say how much you loved it in the exact same regard, so that when I, as an audience member who hasn't read the book, go in, I can see both of those and see your passion and see what you genuinely felt about the book. End note. I didn't know how to stop talking there.
How do I just stop talking? The end.
Share your real opinion so other people cannot think you're a liar face who lies.
Just a lying liar.
I also like when I go into a review and people write that they were ARC readers.
Yes. I think that honestly, I think if you're an ARC reader, or do beta readers?
As far as I know, beta readers don't. So beta readers are there to give feedback to the author
while they're still doing the writing process?
Yes.
Okay.
Usually.
So yeah. Because I didn't know if they would write reviews too, but I guess if they're doing...
I've never beta read a book and had to review it.
Okay.
And I've done a few.
So I think if you are an ARC reader or somebody like that, and you are writing and if you're going to be writing a review or want to write a review, making a note of that, just kind of like how I think people should, if they DNF a book, at the beginning they said, I DNF the book at this % or at this page. It should also be like, I was an ARC reader for this book through blah, blah, blah. And here are my thoughts.
I think so. Anytime I've been an ARC reader, I always write that I was an ARC reader.
Yeah. And I think... Like, also, again, I think that should be one of those things where there should be, like, rules around that, where when you do the review, it says that, just like how I said there should be rules around you can't tell people not to write a review if you don't like the book.
Or
wait on the timeline. I think there should be rules and regulations around that, and I understand how that would be shitty for an author to hear, but I feel like there should be rules around that. So I think
that would be like telling a restaurant reviewer to wait.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. So I think that should be a thing. I think there should be rules around if you are an ARC reader, no matter what your review is, as soon as you're done the book and you write your review, it doesn't matter what stars, you need to write it. And also, if you are an ARC review, where almost in the first, like I would say the very first line, it's like, I was an ARC reader for this book through blah, blah, blah. Because I know some people, like I see like NetGalley or whatever it is.
Yep.
Like through whatever, blah,
book
blah, blah.
funnel, blah, blah, blah.
And then it's like, and then here's my review.
So guys, if you didn't need official rules, we have them now. So the official rules officially are that you write down what you are.
Yeah.
Were you an ARC reader? Great. Honest opinion? Even more fabulous. Didn't finish the book? Write that too.
Yeah.
If you're going in there to write it, include the details.
Yeah.
Just do it. Include the details. It's just necessary. If you finish the book and have a 3-star rating and you're not an ARC reader, it's a very easy thing to do. You just go in and you go, it was all right, 3 stars. Perfect. Like, if you absolutely hated it and need to rip it apart, don't worry. I'm going to find that review and read it on a future episode. It's going to be great for me. I'm going to die. It's going to be great.
I actually have a 1-star review game for us to do eventually.
Yay! Those are my most fun. I think that people who write 1-star reviews are real angry, and I think it's funny.
I'm giving you the heads up now. This is going to be something that we do in the future.
Great.
It's 1-star review. So it would be, I give you 3 1-star reviews, and you have to guess the book based on the 1-star reviews.
Oh my god. I like it.
So it goes like this many points after the first 1-star review, this many points after the second, this many points after the third.
I gotta be really good at this.
Yeah. And it's only going to be based on books you've read. But
and I rate all my books, so
yes.
They're all on my Goodreads.
So it's...
Okay.
I've already created a list. I'm very, very happy about it.
That's awesome. I'm happy for you. That's really good. Moving on to bring
JK.
some just to move out of the dark circle we've put ourselves in.
The annoyed circle.
It is annoying. This I was so annoyed I brought it up to talk about. Personally, I was like, people are really pissing me off.
What has he done?
And I look at them like this. What? That's the face I make. I'm like, what do you mean you're lying? I'm not lying. I just don't want the... But you're lying. I'm not lying. Did you think it was 5 stars? No. Did you rate it 5 stars? Yeah. You're lying.
You're just a lying liar who lies.
Like, it's fine. Admit it, liar. Can't because you're a liar. I will get canceled. So anyway, enjoyment versus quality when rating a book. I think this is an interesting one for you because we just talked about on the wrap-up episode, Pretty Little Liars.
Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah, so when rating a book, do you find that you need to focus more on how much you enjoyed it or how well you think it was written?
So it used to be the opposite way. It used to be just pure, if it was just an enjoyment thing, that's all I would base it off of. Because of what we've been doing lately, I have been focusing more on the writing, and I think I need to find the balance again.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I was all the way one way. I was like, I didn't care what the writing was like. If I enjoyed it kind of thing. And then now I'm like, well, the writing is kind of trash. But then that's what happened. I realized that I was doing more
you have those really separate. They're very blended for me.
Yeah.
You have they always like that for you?
I think just before I wasn't thinking about it, and then now I'm thinking about it, so I just need to find the blend.
Yeah, okay. Because, when I'm reading a book, if the writing is really bad, it affects how I, it doesn't matter if the plot's really good. I'm like, you can't write this story.
Yeah.
You're messing it up. I don't like it.
What are you doing?
Even if they, have a really great idea, if they write it like a robot, I'm like, this is bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Anyway, okay. Well, there you go. That was quicker than I expected. I thought I was going to get more out of you, but you really just had that covered.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, when I first was reading and doing reviews, it was literally did not care about the writing style. It was very much just I enjoyed this story. This is so fun. And then now I'm looking at the writing styles and stuff like that, and it's hard for me to bring the two together.
Together, and it feels so good. All right.
Excellent.
Do you ever guess what your rating will be before you read the book? This is like a thing that's happening right now. So people will like do their TBR piles and then be like, I think I'm gonna rate this. Like, I think it's gonna be a 5-star read for me. I think it's gonna be a.
Never even thought about it once.
Same. I saw these and I was like, whoa, these kids are thinking ahead.
I'm just kind of like, oh, this looks neat. All right.
Yeah, there's like, it's like the TBR kind of thing, right? Like we talk about our wrap-ups and we're going to do our TBRs. They'll like have like a stack of books. I think I see it mostly on TikTok. And they'll be like, this book is a romantasy that all my friends have been recommending. I think it's going to be a 5-star read. I'm pulling this one because the cover is ridiculous. I think it's going to be like a 2-star read, but I'm doing it anyway.
Huh. Never even thought about it. I'm just kind of like, oh, this looks like something I want to read. We'll find out when I get there.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think that authors should have the right to respond to reviews publicly, like on rating apps?
I've just seen it done on like TikTok and stuff like that, and it's just not. I don't know. No. I've just seen it go. I've just seen it go so badly for the authors because there was something recently where there was like 2 ARC readers, and they said that it was like, oh, like we said that we didn't like the book that much, and we gave them the reviews, but then like the author went online and talked about it or something. Like I never actually dived into it, but like I've seen it a couple times where
some authors attack reviewers.
Yeah, I've seen that, and I'm just like, this is a reason why this should not be a thing.
Yeah.
I don't think Goodreads should have a comment section where authors can respond back, because I think it, like, again, it's...
Do you think they should have any option for people to respond back? Or do you think it should just be the reviews and no comments?
So, if someone writes a review, I'm not fully against, like, having random people comment back.
Okay.
Just to kind of be like, these were my thoughts, but also...
That's a slippery slope, my friend.
But then if I'm saying no to if I'm saying no to authors, I'm just going to say no to everybody. Your review is there. You can like it or not like it, whatever.
Yeah, I like the like button.
I like the like button. Like, you can like it if you want, but maybe I don't care about people responding back.
Mm-hmm. I think that on a platform that's supposed to be just about reviews, comments are unnecessary.
Yeah.
Because it's cool. Like, I've written comments on my friends on Goodreads for fun, but like, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
And because there is too much of an opportunity for the like harassment and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that if you take that option away, it makes it more of an open space to write honest reviews.
Yeah.
Because then you can't attack people for having an opinion.
Yeah.
And I don't think you should ever attack somebody for just having an opinion. It's a book.
Yeah.
They didn't like it. Okay. If they write an opinion that is malicious and purposely hurtful towards a person, and they are attacking them, I think that should be reported and removed.
Yeah, there should be a like button and a report button for just in case, but also people not doing the report button just because they didn't like the review.
Yeah, that's
a completely differend thing, but I'm sure people do that all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if you're writing review, you should only have a like button.
Mm-hmm. Even in the good, like positive or negative, right?
Yeah.
Like it just to me, it makes it more open to honest reviews.
Yeah.
Because if you're commenting on something, either hoping to get a response from the author because you write this great review, hoping they'll like it, or like you're like, oh my god, Alex Astor liked my review of Starside, I'm dying. I would, but that is still also skewing your perception of your review, hoping to get one way versus the other, I think. Could be wrong. I just think Goodreads and like all that kind of stuff should just have the reviews, and I don't think there should be an option for an author to comment back. If you really want that, go on TikTok and tag the author. Yeah, people do that all the time. They go and they like screenshot the review, and then they'll like have it float above them in their little video and stuff. Mm-hmm. And it leaves the platform just neutral territory, which I think is fine. Like, there's enough places you can go, and the internet's a dark, evil place. You have space for it.
Yeah,
horrible people.
Book review sites should just be
book
for
reviews.
Book reviews.
Yeah. A thing about Pagebound I really like is there's actually like a reviews section, but then there's like a panel section where people can go in and talk about the book, almost like a book club.
Oh, that's fun.
And they can like write what chapters they're on and review it and talk about it, and it's separate from their final review.
That's cool.
It is cool. I really like it. Have you ever hesitated on leaving a review or rating because you knew the author, or like didn't read their book because you didn't want them to not like it? Like, you know, you weren't going to like it, or have you ever avoided it?
No.
Beautiful. Me neither.
No. I only really know the one author,
that we
more
know.
Personally than.
Are you ever like lenient with books when they're like indie authors or Canadian authors, or just like none of it? Like you're just like, nope, it's a book. I'm gonna try or not try.
For me, it's a book.
Yeah, I feel very similar.
A book is a book.
Is a book.
Is a book.
I think the one thing for me is when because I host markets.
Yeah.
The first market I hosted, those authors were like my special friends. They all came to my market, and I was like really nervous about not buying their books because I walked around to all their tables, but like I also couldn't not that I couldn't afford I couldn't afford to buy 40 books, guys. Like, let's just
books
be real.
are pricey.
Yeah,
they're an investment,
and they're indie books, so like I want to pay them the value. But like I remember the first time I hosted a market and talking to them and not buying their books felt like it had nothing to do with rating them, but just like not like walking away without their book. I was like, please don't hate me.
See, that completely makes sense to me.
Yeah. My final question, which might spur us a little bit, but how do you feel about rating scales? Do you find that people are generally on the same page, or rating scales very inconsistent? I know that we set our own rating scales for the podcast that we could consistently have like talk about our ratings.
Yeah.
But outside of the podcast, in just the wild of the world, rating systems in general, like, do you think Goodreads should have a scale with like descriptions so that everyone can like base it off of that, or should individuals have their own scales? How do you feel? Tell me more, Tyler.
I feel maybe for beginners, if they had like a page where there's like, oh, here's a general guideline, but you base your reviews off of like, if you have a personal like rating scale that you have, base it off of that. But it wouldn't hurt to have just a page where they're just kind of like, hey, if you've never done a rating before, here's something that you could base it off of, and then have a whole thing but in the end, this is your review, and if you have your own rating system, then it is what it is, kind of thing.
I guess they'd also like, because it's so subjective and people use 0.25s and 0.5s, that's also necessary.
Yeah. I
feel like Goodreads needs to figure that out.
Yeah, they need the minimum, the 0.5s. I would love it if they had 0.25s, because I'm very much a 0.25er.
I think I'm going to change my rating thing.
Because
the one I started our podcast with, now I'm like, I need more detail, especially my spice ratings. Mm-hmm. I really like, when I look at my spice rating thing now, I'm like, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
I need more. I need 0.5 peppers.
Yeah, I have 0.5 peppers so yeah, my 0.5s have descriptions, and then my 0.25s or 0.75s are
like your little middle grounds. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to have to make new ones, I think, for mine. I feel like inconsistent rating scales are one of the reasons why there is so much fluctuation in reviews, and why I don't think of like a 3-star review as a bad review.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of people that rate tons of things 5 stars, but then do the opposite. They like won't touch a 5-star rating with a 10-foot pole, even if they loved a book, because 5 stars are like the end all be all, and they've only ever rated 2 books in their life 5 stars.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but that's why when I see an overall star rating and I see like a 3 or higher, I go, it's probably good.
Yeah. You can't go wrong.
And 2.8, I'm like, cringy. I might like that.
Will I be entertained or disturbed?
Correct. So like on Goodreads, and again, that to me also matters. Like if there's 500 reviews or 20, it makes a difference.
Yes.
But yeah. Okay. Well, welcome to Ratings with the Raiders.
Ratings with the Raiders?
Well, reviewers. Reviewing with reviewers. I don't remember what I called this at the beginning of the episode.
Whoops.
5-star episode. Go rate us where you're listening, because that's all what this is about. Ideally, you give us a 5-star review, but be honest.
5 stars are nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Or wait 2 weeks. I'm just kidding.
Rate however you like.
Yeah, you can rate however you like. Thank you for coming by, guys. Thank you for joining us for a mini-sode. Again, if you do like the podcast, you can follow us anywhere at Plot Twist It's Spicy. We're pretty much everywhere you look for things at this point.
Yep.
You can rate and leave a review. This is the great time to do it. Motivation is there. I read all of them, and if you're honest, I'll come for you. No.
Oh no.
I just say things so Tyler laughs. That's it. It brings me joy. Have a great day, friends. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.